Few things cast a more dramatic shadow over our world than falcons and hawks, the fighter planes of the natural world. Dynamic and deadly. The king of speed, the peregrine, is often an icon of our cities, adapting using skyscrapers as cliffs in our altered world and helping us by culling city pigeons. But all of their relatives show speed, agility and cunning. Falcons are the fastest, most dramatic of predators, but behind the killers are complex and rarely seen lives. It's not always easy being top predators. There are some birds out there with no respect for authority. Buzzards are capable predators, able to tackle rabbits and grouse. But like all carnivores, it pays to be opportunistic, especially in winter. This one eyes a mink. His keen nose sniffing out a fish. But sensing a free meal, the buzzard goes in for the steal. Neither hunter wants to give up its prize. The buzzard soon finds a much better proposition. Many animals succumb to winter, but their loss will help preserve survivors, if they can keep hold of the meal. The crow family never miss a trick. Buzzards could turn and hunt one, but with confidence and intelligence, they stand up to the law. Wherever they go, other birds mob raptors. They try to drive them away from their territories and families, warn other potential victims in the area, and, in this case, try to steal food. A maddening aspect of life for birds of prey. Help is at hand. Double trouble. The presence of two predators should help to hold the fort. Though some fight with fury, these two are partners. Despite their fearsome appearance, most raptors are full of romance. In the urban jungle, love is in the air for a pair of common kestrels. Although this is nothing new. Most raptors mate for life, and this pair work together for a number of years. Helped by some human neighbours. An artificial but very welcoming nest box where the female has already laid her clutch. And while she sits, husband hunts. Both sexes are exquisite killers. Each raptor specialises in its own prey, and kestrels are magnificent mousers. They'll hunt a variety of small animals. But are so expertly adapted to tracking rodents that they see a wide light spectrum, enabling them to detect ultraviolet scent trails of rodents that are invisible to us. And their specialist skill? To hover, defying gravity, staying in one spot in the sky to observe and lock on to their prey. Before the final swoop. The next few months will be hard work. A kestrel needs half a dozen mice or voles a day. And right now, he's shopping for two. Mating on the marshes. With their long wings, harriers are distinctive cousins. Marsh harriers are also monogamous, but unlike the kestrels, nest on the ground. The harriers have adapted to live on open reed beds, wetlands and moors where there are no trees. So the pair ferry in branches, raising a platform to keep their nest above water. Their progress is slowed by annoyed neighbours. Spur-winged plovers join the list of raptor mobbers, trying to drive the potential threats away from their own chicks.
Leave me alone. You leave me alone. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
But despite the interruptions, it won't be long before the nest structure is complete, a nursery to protect their young. Nests are a defence many birds use to keep their chicks safe, and some go to extreme lengths to build their fortresses. Weaver birds live up to their name. The woven cocoons of grass hang from thin branches, so land-based animals can't climb to reach them. And with entrances underneath, it's very hard for snakes to slither in. But not everyone plays fair. A gabar goshawk. The goshawk family are bird killers, typically using incredible dynamic aerial manoeuvres through dense forest to snatch birds unawares. But this one is using its brain to exploit a captive audience. Slowly, deliberately, it unlaces the thatch. Its powerful talons locking into the weave. All the parents can do is watch. For them, breeding season is over. For the urban kestrels, new lives are just getting started. Tiny chicks, they will need their parents for a month and a half. And mum and dad will work tirelessly for them. Right now, there are two things they need. They are very susceptible to the cold, so mum keeps them wrapped in her blanket of feathers. And dad hunts. Their growing bodies need a lot of calories. Both parents take turns, giving these little killers the best start in life. The harriers too have their hands full. Because they were laid at different times, but all incubated together, the chicks were different sizes from the start. All birds of prey do this. The smaller chicks are spares in case something happens to the first. Only if the parents work hard and find enough food will all survive. Harriers are expert hunters, gliding silently over reeds and snatching rodents and small birds. But that's only half the fun. Forget the red arrows. When these birds have food for the family, the show begins. Though both partners really young, it's nearly always the female that feeds the chicks. The male has a mouse in this grasp and will hand it to his mate to take to the nest. Food comes in thick and fast, but even aerial acrobats sometimes get it wrong. The drop and catch are slightly out of sync, and the plummeting prey doesn't go unnoticed. Another winged warrior, a red kite. Dad's retrieved the prize, but the kite's ready to engage. Dad's not letting go. Although raptors have sharp beaks, their claws are their primary weapon, making it hard to strike back. All he can do is cling on. Eventually, the kite relents. And dinner is served. Each drop represents a single meal. Typically, the biggest chick grabs it first, to the detriment of its siblings. But Mum and Dad are doing well, and these three are all big and healthy. Still, sibling rivalry is a strong instinct. Learning to use their weapons, the nest mates frequently fight. The kite returns to her own nest. All birds of prey have suffered dramatic declines, especially around 50 years ago, when a chemical pesticide called DDT was introduced. Sprayed onto crops, it worked its deadly way through the food chain, almost removing raptors permanently from our skies. Thankfully, it's now banned, and birds of prey are protected and often helped. Red kites were lost from England, but with support from people, they have become a conservation triumph, returning to their role in healthy landscapes and once again gracing the skies. Evidence that given the chance, nature can bounce back. Warriors still winging their ways through the skies. Just over a month old, the kestrel chicks spend a lot of time outside the nest, watching the world while they wait for food. Until one day, the delivery driver stops further from home. Mum waves the bait, trying to tempt her kids to take the next step. as they get to grips with new surroundings. They watch their parents hunt. If they want to eat, they'll need to master these skills. Peregrines too, the fastest of the fast, have so much to learn before they fly the nest. With every encouraging call from Dad, their wing beats grow in confidence. Until finally,
See me shooting through the sky, never look down.
the marsh harriers are out too, though yet to grow the plumage of their parents. And now to help hone their hunting skills, they start with a dramatic food pass. Mastering this 3D realm requires quick reactions and extraordinary coordination, and it doesn't always work. But practice makes perfect. Winged warriors to add wonder to our wild world. And another story of success. Like, share and subscribe to Wild for the World to spread the love of nature.